We are north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Carson Fulmer, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
He's set, and the pitch. A high fastball is in there. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Roll. One inning, he'll be giving that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him.
At the plate, Marco Marte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
What good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
In there, and it's even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit hard on the ground to second. To his right, Ramos. And there's out number 2. So coming to the plate, Franmil Reyes reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Now the 1-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Marte moves over, 1 away. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Steven Villarreal. The 2-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Marte has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on MLB Network Sunday Baseball after this. Now at the plate, Marco Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
The 1-0. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Reyes going back to the track, to the wall. And it's gone as they add still another.
home run, baby.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good.
Digging in and looking for more, Marco Marte.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
From the stretch. A called strike over the outside corner. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here. It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Toronto jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Carson Fulmer takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Clay Holmes closes the door for the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.